All right, so a couple of days ago, we learned that Brock Lesnar is potentially guilty of a doping violation. Like one of his tests came back with a flag on it. Now, regardless of whether or not he somehow clears his name, somehow, let's say, he didn't take anything or whatever, just the fact that he's raised a flag is going to hurt Brock's image. I will say that now because, first of all, look at the guy. First of all, anyone who's surprised that he got flagged is a bit naive to me because look at how the guy's made up. At his age, at 39, it's like it's not even possible for the human body to be looking like that. It's actually ridiculous. Not naturally anyway. Like I assumed he had been on something during his lifetime, and I wouldn't have been. I'm not surprised now that something's been flagged on him. But I felt that, well, the guy's really rich. He might be able to avoid getting flagged on these tests. But he's been flagged now, and I would say it's like a 90% chance that we come back and hear he was on something. So, were you guys surprised at all?
Have you seen him?
Yeah.
Exactly.
He looks like a rock.
Exactly.
Not the
And
rock.
there's actually
Just a rock.
there's this great article I found where they're talking about John Cena in it, but you can apply it to Brock or any of these guys. And it's called Is John Cena Natural or on Steroids, right? And it basically talks about how at a certain age, how the human body, it's not possible for it to look a certain way. And Brock falls into that category. Like, there's no way he's been natural his whole life. There's just no way. But the big thing about this is, if it turns out let's say he comes back and he was taking some sort of anabolic steroid, he will be he'll be fined a lot of money. Like I think it's like 75% of his UFC 200 purse will be gone. He may get a ban from the sport as well. And there is a chance that he will not be able to wrestle at SummerSlam as well, because of SummerSlam being in New York. Not New York, Brooklyn, is it? I think it's Brooklyn.
Brooklyn is
Something
New
like
York.
But you're right, but you know what I meant. I think it's something along the lines of, I think it's New York's testing, their doping agency or something. They cover professional wrestlers as well, so they can say we don't want you to wrestle in our city because of that sort of thing, which obviously affects his WWE career as well. So, do you think it will go that far? Do you think it could go that far?
It depends if it comes back positive, really.
Yeah.
It's hard to not jump to conclusions, but I kind of am jumping to conclusions at the same time. Like, Mark Hunt's come out and said he wants all of Brock Lesnar's purse as well. He wants every penny. He's not getting it, of course he's not. I think, I remember looking at the numbers. Mark Hunt earned the second highest amount for UFC 200 after Brock, right? And he earned 700,000. Brock's prize money was 2.5 million.
How the fuck did Lesnar get that?
Yeah, because of who he is, his draw. Like, I was going through the numbers, and Mark Hunt was second on the list of everyone, including Daniel Cormier. I think he got 500,000, and Brock got 2.5 mil. It's insane. But he could be saying goodbye to all that anyway, to be fair. Now, one thing I will say, that Brock has managed to avoid, like, getting flagged throughout his whole UFC career. Because when he was in UFC before, never once got any flags up. So it's like, why now, sort of thing? I don't know. It's all a bit fishy. I feel like maybe he was desperate to get in the shape he needed to be. Possibly.
Yeah, he probably knew that after last time he wanted to be better, so...
Didn't he have to drop weight?
He did, because he's too freaking big. He actually had to drop weight. But I mean, he could have taken something to help him drop the weight quicker.
Cock.
I mean, it's hard not to say anything. It's hard to say anything now when we don't know what the substance is. But either way, I think Brock is seriously damaged either way, because there's always going to be a question mark over his name now. Even if he gets cleared, like, he's getting lambasted by you fellow UFC fighters. Roy Nelson, going at him. He always has. Yeah, you're right. Chael Sonnen hates him. He's been even more on his back because of this. And Dana White looks like an idiot now, because Dana White was tweeting a fan, I think, before the event, and the fan was saying Brock's obviously on roids, and he was like, "You idiot! We've tested him 8 times. It's all come back clean." And now look what's happened. So Dana White looks like a complete chump now because of this.
Going back to payouts.
Yeah.
Mark Hunt got 700.
Yeah.
Cormier got 500. And the man he beat, Anderson Silva, got more than him.
Is it?
Anderson
How
Silva
much
got
did-
600.
You got 600,000.
Like Cormier only got 500. God knows why.
I guess because I would assume it's because he took the fight in 2 days' notice.
Probably.
I'd assume that'd be a lot of it to it, and it's Anderson Silva. But Cormier must be mad because I think for the Jones fight he was going to make an excess of $1 million. I think it was going to be
Jones
just over.
was going to get a lot more than Lesnar.
Really? Wow. I guess it would have depended if Cormier won, he probably would have got that. But yeah, I mean his pay cut got like cut in half basically because of Jones. Can you imagine how mad you'd be? This other guy tests positive, so half my pay is gone because of him. But yeah, do you think Lesnar is hurt going forward in his WWE career? Like, will he be looked at now as a potential just cheater? Do you think? There was even talk of. Do you think WWE will go back and like erase the streak loss and all that?
I don't think they can erase the streak.
Nah.
I mean, that's too big.
That's silly. That's silliness as well. But do you think WWE will punish him? Like they won't book him as strong?
Well, he's going to lose to Roman soon, so, you know.
I mean, well, yeah, true. That's coming. That's
That'll
coming.
make him look weak. He'll
Yeah.
make Mark Hunt look even more like a bitch.
True. I mean, it was so perfect, like on paper. Like he beats Mark Hunt, UFC guy. He comes back into WWE. No one should be able to touch him. And on his way out, he puts over someone.
That's
Chosen
what that's what Vince was doing.
Yeah.
I'll let him go back to UFC. He'll be able to beat a legit fighter. He
Yeah.
can come back. We'll make him lose to Roman.
Yeah, pretty much. And then they would think, oh look, Roman could beat the UFC guy who beat Mark Hunt. Like,
I'd love to see Roman step into the octagon.
I love to see it. He'd get wrecked by any heavyweight because
Didn't he used to be like an American football player?
Who,
Yeah,
Roman?
he did. Yeah, Roman did. Yeah.
And Lesnar.
Yeah, and Lesnar. But they bill him
Yes.
as 265. There's no way he's 265, by the way. But they bid him as 265, so he would have to fight in that heavyweight division.
Who, Roman?
Yep. They bid him as 265. He's not. Look at him. He's not that big. He's not 265. But that's what they bid him as. So he would have to get in there with the heavyweights, and any one of them would take his life. Like I wouldn't give him the upper hand against any of these guys.
Roman Reigns versus CM Punk.
Okay, that's one fight Roman Reigns might be able to win.
They should have done Lesnar and Punk. That was
Lesnar and Punk? Are you kidding?
fun. It would have been
I
funny.
hated that rivalry when they had that going. Because in that match, you had Paul Heyman save Lesnar from getting pinned. How many times from Punk? And I'm thinking, it's CM Punk. Brock Lesnar would just snap him in half. Makes no sense. Your boy. He's about to get wrecked.
I hope he does. I'm gonna watch that just so I can see Punk get his ass kicked.
But yeah, basically, just to put into perspective, this
Lesnar's
could mean...
fucked.
Yeah, this could mean, at worst of the worst, he's not allowed to wrestle at SummerSlam. Let's say worst situation. And he gets all of his prize money taken away from him, or most of it. He's banned for 2 years from the sport. So what would be next? And his image is tainted forever. So what's next for Brock Lesnar? He can't wrestle for a little bit, and he can't fight. What does he do? I mean, he doesn't need to do anything. The guy's loaded.
DDP yoga?
Well. But yeah, this could be a lot bigger for Brock than just money. This really could be the downfall of his brand.
I don't think Lesnar cares about money anymore. He's
I-
got so much of it.
True, this guy literally said the main reason he fights is for his money. He has got enough, but you know.
There we go. There's my argument out the window. See you later, boys. Who wants to see Lesnar at SummerSlam? I mean, I'm not bothered.
I actually do.
He's facing Orton.
Yeah,
do
true.
not
I
want
don't.
to see that.
Yeah. So you're one of the few people that doesn't want to see it. Yeah. Most people.
I do not want to see Randy Orton. That's the one. I do
Just
not.
full
He's
stop.
so boring. Unless
I'm
he goes
actually.
heel.
Yeah. I don't. What's the point? For me, Randy should be just there to beat people over, and obviously Lesnar would win. But I wanted to see Lesnar and Wyatt. Like that was rumored for a while. I wanted to see that at SummerSlam instead. But Orton, yeah, it's like, why?
It's a big.
Like even if you look at best case scenario for Lesnar now though, somehow he's cleared of everything. He wrestles at SummerSlam. Still, best case scenario is he's not looked at the same because of the flags raised. Wrestles at SummerSlam and WWE may be hesitant to push him because of the freaking the way he's perceived now. And if Dana brings him back for a UFC fight, he's gonna get lambasted because of this guy was flagged for potentially doping, like, and he's already hated enough in UFC. So either way, it's not looking good for Brock.
Is it likely to be wrong?
No.
Because of the flag.
No.
If it's flagged, something's gotta be there.
I'm like 90% sure. Basically now it's what was he taking?
Yeah.
It's how bad it's gonna be.
Do you reckon it's PEDs or?
Yeah, I mean, all we can do is wait and see now. But yeah, Brock's in a lot of hot water. Statement himself. I think he said something like, "We'll get to the bottom." Like he knows.
That's all he said. All he said was, "We'll get to the bottom of this."
He knows what he's done, but you know he's got to cover himself. I don't blame him. He's probably got his lawyers in a huge panic.
Yeah. If it turns out like obviously it mostly will that he's done something, will he have to put a statement out?
Yeah.
What would he say?
I have no idea.
Sorry.
You get Paul Heyman to explain it.
Yeah.
To be fair, a lot of
Just
fighters,
walks
what they do when they get busted, even if it comes back as like a steroid, right? They say something like, "Yeah, we didn't realize this was being taken." They always make excuses like it was somehow filtered into other substances or supplements, and they didn't realize what it was. They always try and make excuses, but like, you know what he did. So I don't know if you'll try and cover it up.
Yeah, to get Paul Heyman to talk for him. Just walk up put him. My name is Paul.
It's Heyman. Like someone asked him about Paul Heyman during like the press conference, and he was like, "That guy's only my manager on fake television. He's not my manager for the UFC." He legit said that. I was like, okay.
I thought he was his manager.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
Oh, he's not actually his manager, because I heard that he actually was his manager.
They're just friends. That's it.
Just buddies, just pals,
He's got his own team.
just good, clean friends.
I mean, he trained with Randy Couture, which is pretty impressive. And he beat Randy Couture, which is even more impressive. But yeah, we just wanted to lay out how much trouble Brock could be in and what this could mean for him going forward, because it's not looking good for the guy. But we'll have to wait and see what the results come back as. I mean, I feel like we could make a better video when we find out what the substance is, because then we can really say, all right, his options are this and this, basically.
Well, the only people that are going to announce what he's took are UFC.
Yeah.
WWE are not touching it.
Exactly.
They still haven't told us what Roman's took.
Exactly. And I'm still annoyed about that. It's obviously something bad if they want to hide it.
I
I
can't
read
make
something
a
a
Roman
minute ago.
video because I don't know what he's took.
Exactly.
I read something. Where is it? I saw it a minute ago. Yeah, it says Roman Reigns could have taken something to do with ADHD medication to MDMA. But why would he?
Like, I've been banned from a lot of people on Twitter because I've said Roman is a drug addict. He has failed a drugs test. It doesn't matter which way you look at it, it's a failed drugs test.
Exactly.
If it's PEDs, fucking one for ADHD, it's a failed drugs test, no matter which way you flip it.
Well,
I get why Roman would need to take ecstasy or something.
Because they bill Roman as 265. Triple H probably had a word with Roman like, look, we're billing you as 265. You need to look more the part, all right? So do us a favor, just don't get caught. But whatever you got to do, just make sure you look more like the part.
We gotta make Roman look strong.
Exactly. And to fail the WWE's wellness policy, you've got to be a complete idiot. The way they do it.
I know, Hunter, you talked about it in the video before about the WWE versus UFC drugs test. Yeah. Isn't it like it's basically an IQ test?
It is. It literally is.
If you've got enough money, you can mask it.
You can. I mean, I'm not saying this is true, but there was a lot of rumors that Floyd Mayweather, because when he gets tested, he's like testosterone levels are off, to imply basically that he's been messing with steroids, but he'd masked it. And there were rumors that he had paid off USADA basically just to not get him flagged. Like, those rumors are out there. I'm not saying that's true, but I would love to see USADA test the WWE guys, because they have their own wellness policy, BS stuff. Even on their wellness policy, they have, I think it's an HGH exception, which is HGH is basically a less powerful steroid.
What the fuck?
And I think it's something like, as long as you have a doctor's note, you're allowed to take it.
Wow. Or
something like that, along with the WWE guys. So it's like, you can imagine half the guys are on that, at least. Like, have USADA come in there and it's a different story. Because USADA don't mess around. If you're paying $40,000 for a test each time, you wanna be as thorough as you can.
I can't believe they pay 40,000 for a test.
I know, it's insane.
That's got to be
And
some
that, yeah,
efficient test.
yeah, it's crazy.
We can't let USADA free on the WWE. They take out everyone.
Clear out half the roster.
All that'd be left is fucking Tyler Breeze and AJ Styles.
Yep. Yeah. I feel like Brock thought he could beat the test, so he thought, this time I need some extra help. He cycled on something, obviously, and he wasn't able to beat it. He nearly beat the test, though. Credit to Brock and whatever he was taking. He nearly beat the test. He had some tests that came back completely clean.
Didn't he have 8?
So, yeah, he took 8 tests. I think this is the 4th or the 5th one that's come back. Like, oh, what's this?
How's it taking them that long? Like, is that how good he's masked it?
I think so.
Jesus.
I think so. Like, he's obviously done a good job, but the reason he gets tested more, though, by the way,
Look at the
is
size
but not even that. Because he took the well, he didn't take the fight, but because he announced he was coming back to UFC 200 on a bit of short notice. How long? I think it was only like
It was
a month and a half before. Yeah, or something like that. And when you're training for a fight, you get tested like months and months in advance, like 6 months before a fight, right? So Mark Hunt had been taking these tests.
So they were probably testing him every week.
Yeah,
Leading
and
up to the fight.
basically they used to they complained about how, but Brock wasn't here for the testing beforehand. So when he did announce, they tested him extra hard to try and make up for the test he had missed, if that makes sense.
I
Yeah.
mean, if you were facing Brock Lesnar in a fight, you'd want him tested
I 100% would.
every
I-
day. You'd want him tested
Oh yeah,
just to check up. Is he?
this guy is definitely on something. Like,
He is. He's on. I don't know if it's PEDs.
Yeah.
But he's on something.
or at least
Yeah.
he has been.
You can't be that big.
39.
His age, yeah.
It's 39 exactly. I mean, apparently it's not even possible for Cena to be as big as he is.
Mark
Actually.
Hunt is 42.
But Mark
I'm sure
Hunt
Cena
is.
probably isn't.
Oh yeah, but Cena's at least taken something.
Yeah, you can't do anything about Cena.
Exactly. To be honest, if Cena even got flagged, do you think WWE would announce it? It's their discretion.
I bet you he's been flagged. I bet they know. They're just like, no, you don't know what's going on.
This is probably his dealer, mate.
I'm surprised they flagged Roman.
I am surprised. But you know what? I heard a rumor that he got flagged the week before the match with Rollins. They knew about it, and they was going to hide it, but it got leaked somehow, so they kind of had to say, oh, damn it.
Yeah, they knew about it before Money in the Bank.
Yeah. Which is kind of scary when you
So
think about it.
they let him wrestle. They took the title off him. And they knew on Raw as well.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So I don't think he had a match on Raw, actually. I don't remember. I don't pay attention to Roman. And then it was like the next morning, he put that on Twitter. Gone.
Yeah.
So they've let him sort out the main event. He's still getting the main event, which
Yeah,
is bullshit.
crazy.
He is
But
Vince's.
even for the sake of just trying to keep up kayfabe, pull him from the match.
Yeah.
Because he failed a drugs test.
Yeah.
You can bet
If that was anyone else, it wouldn't
Exactly,
have been taken so lightly.
even if it was someone like who has the, even if it was Rollins, I don't, because I think they kind of like Rollins. Even if it was Rollins, he would be in trouble.
I just like to point out, the Titus O'Neil,
Oh, thank you.
he got
Wow.
suspended for 30 days for putting his hand on Vince.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
That was supposed to be 60 days.
Yep.
And then Vince went, maybe a bit too much.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Maybe. Yeah.
Maybe a bit too
It's
much.
it's
And
ridiculous.
he is being squashed week after week by Rusev.
Yep.
Yeah.
What has this guy done wrong? Other than
He's
so,
black. He's
yeah, they're basically saying being black and touching Vince is worse than failing a drug test and being Samoan. That's basically what they're saying.
As long as you bring in Vince money, he doesn't care.
Yeah.
That's what he lets the New Day touch him. They bring in money. Titus, not a big draw.
Yeah.
You don't touch me, you scumbag.
That's basically what he's saying. Basically, I could never work for the WWE. I would have threatened to kill Vince a long time ago.
You wouldn't even
Or
be at the
actually
door before
done
you
it.
got suspended.
Actually done. Well, yeah.
Hi, I'm here for tryouts. Get out.
I don't know how some of these guys put up with it. Well.
I'm surprised he's not dead. I'm surprised he hasn't been killed.
Yeah.
Some superstars have got conspired.
Like, seriously.
I'm surprised
You
Bret
think-
Hart hasn't had a go at him.
Yeah.
I know he's had a go at him, but I'm surprised he hasn't tried to like hire a hitman.
Oh yeah. He freaking
Was
hates
that-
Triple H
was
as
that
well.
intended, Mark?
Hey, I made a joke.
Hey, I actually didn't clock it at first either. But yeah, basically, Brock is screwed. Is basically the
The moral of this story.
like worst case scenario. Brock is really screwed, and he's gonna end up losing a lot of money and more.
No matter
Best
what,
case-
he's losing.
Scenario, even so, yeah, it doesn't look good.
Like, even if he is, like, they're completely sure he's done nothing on his actual, like, record, it's gonna go down really badly.
Yeah, and there will
Like,
always be that
like,
question over his win.
yeah.
But yeah, if
Make it more haters.
if he did take anything, his win is being overturned as well. It will be. I don't think they'll give it as a loss. It will probably be a no contest.
Yeah.
I think that'll look better on Hunt's record than Lesnar's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be like, yo, Lesnar only beat me with drugs.
Anyway, we can wrap it up there. We've talked enough about this and gone completely off topic.
Yeah.
But yeah, poor Brock is not looking good.
Rip Brock.
Hashtag Rip Brock.